Hola, hola! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Edith. I am an intuitive psychic healer. I connect through the magic of my hands, my voice, the ability to be able to connect with you from right here through this video. I thank you for trusting in my magic, allowing me to connect with you on a deeper level. Today I want to bring something a little bit different. I have the ability to connect with past lives, many lives that we lived before. I also do Akashic readings, which is our soul records, messages from the past, from that we tend to carry in our soul, even when we reincarnate. So I want to tap in and see what messages does our Akashic Records have for us from our past lives. What do we need to hear? What guidance are we needing at the moment if we're feeling stuck, unsure? What lessons are we still learning or needing to tap into to learn so we can step into our essence, into our light, into our purpose, into our birthright of living? So thank you if you chose to click on this video and allow me to be this vessel to bring you the messages that you are ready to receive. I always love to start by saying, please remember, these readings are general. I have, thankfully, blissfully, humbly, the ability to connect with many of you. But I do assure you that the messages that are going to be for you, they're going to click right away. Take those messages. The messages that are not for you, let them go. They just weren't for you. So I still trust that there is something that you need to hear today. So I just invite you now to connect with your intuition. We all have an intuition. Our intuition is messages that we received from our higher self, from our mind, our thoughts of what is it that we need to hear at the moment in our life. What is that first message? I have 3 options for you: the peacock feather, the rock, and also the spoon with the clear quartz at the top. Trust your intuition. Allow yourself to receive whatever's meant for you. I invite you to try to choose only one option, but if you are called to choose more than one, then let it be. Allow yourself to choose more than one. And let's get started. Let's see what's coming for each one of you. I'm going to put the timestamps down below. If you're interested in booking a private reading, you can only do that through my website at earthcrystalsconamor.com. I'm moving a little bit the items so I can start shuffling some of the cards here in front with you guys, and then you guys can go to your selected option. Thank you. If any messages or cards jump out, I will definitely honor them. I trust in these messages you're ready to receive. Ooh, another one jumped out here. I love connecting with past lives. At times we might think, how can they really, how can messages from our past lives really guide us or bring us the clarity that we need? But at times we are feeling stuck. We're approaching more towards the end of 2022. If you're watching the video with us then, or whenever you watch this video, since it's timeless, and we start to tap in to fears, to beliefs that at times they hold us back because we're just not meant to be there anymore. But yet our ego, our thoughts, that survival mode wants to kick in, and we tend to believe that we just need to be in certain places that we've outgrown because we want to keep giving people opportunities and letting them have them, I'm meaning by others, letting other people keep trying, that we forget to even give ourselves the opportunity to try to move forward. Our past life, our Akashic Records, it's contracts that we've served in other lifetimes. And here we are in a new lifetime, reincarnating because we chose to come back. I am a firm believer after my training and my Akashic training that we choose many things, many people. Our children choose us. We choose our parents. So because they have lessons for us, we choose our family, as hard as that is. When I first heard that, I'm like, what? We choose our family also, and we do. And a lot of times, the ones that bring us the most lessons are our family, because those are our closed ones. I want to read what's at the bottom of this one. For all of us as a collective message, this reading is bringing us some type of guidance of us trusting in your higher self, and the messages that at times we tend to forget. Our higher self, meaning our future self, tends to step into our life when we're a bit lacking, or we're just feeling to an extent, I can't keep doing this. So for many of us, I feel like as we're connecting with our Akashic Records, is to bring us a guidance into our life of, hey, are you sure? You want to continue to grow and evolve? Or you want to stay stuck in places that you don't belong anymore? Do you want to keep making excuses for people that are not ready for you? Because it's time to remember of those contracts you signed in this lifetime. All right, we're going to get started. This is option number 1, the peacock feather. Option number 2, the rock. And option number 3, the spoon. I just invite you guys now, choose an option, and I will see you at the next option, whichever option you choose. Let me put the cards right over here. We're going to start with option number 1, the peacock feather. What messages, guidance, clarity, confirmation are your ancestors, your past version of yourself from your Akashic Records? What are you needing to hear at the moment from a past life? What did you live in those lifetimes that right now you might be feeling stuck, that you might be feeling like you can't change what's in front of you? I love connecting with peacock feathers. These are actually natural peacock feathers, not dyed, but connecting with the energy of peacock feathers, they represent freedom. They represent integrity. They also come into our life when we're needing to go more within and be confident and trust in ourselves. When we tend to see also peacock feathers in our dreams, it's messages from our ancestors saying you have a purpose in this lifetime that you must follow. So stop trying to entertain or make others happy. It's time for you to focus on yourself. It's time for you to call your energy, your power back, so you can step into your light, so you can step into your presence. Peacock feathers also in love life. I feel like I'm channeling a little fast. I'm going to grab a little bit of water. But peacock feathers also in love life, when we tend to connect with them, they help us with staying in relationships that are meant for us. And they also help us with, releasing relationships that don't align with us. So I wasn't even going to talk about love life. I feel like I'm talking about love life because we're needing to hear. And there is something that's playing out in our love life at the moment that we might not be ready to see it, or we might not want to see it. So please remember, this is general. Take what resonates. I set my intention of connecting with our past lives, with our Akashic Records of what we've lived, what messages do our spirit guides, our Akashic Records masters have for us of like, okay, you need to hear this so you can stay focused. I feel like for many of you, for option number 1 that I'm already connecting with, in past lives, you have been community driven. I wouldn't be surprised that in this lifetime, you are being encouraged to step into that light of guiding others, leading others, empowering others, even healing others. Many of you are going through a transition or have gone through a transition in the last 5 years in your career because it didn't serve you anymore. Maybe you did work very hard for a degree, or maybe you're fighting to accomplish a degree or something in your life that it just doesn't align with you anymore. A big message from a past life of yours, it's time to use your voice. If you notice, my voice keeps cracking. I have the ability to connect with the energy with people. And I literally was just talking before this video perfectly, but I know I'm tapping into your energy, past life version of you. You had the ability to help others with your voice, guide others, lead others. But you also have to remember, before you can hold space for others, before you can lead others, you need to be able to do it for yourself. And at times you forget, I need to show up for me. Let's see what messages we have from your past life. Understanding. First message here. Or are you having a hard time understanding yourself? At times, for many of you, you're being stuck and trying to heal others. Like you're forgetting, hey, I need to show up for myself. I keep seeing that many of you have an aura that's colored purple. Again, not all of you, but some of you. Having an aura, that's the energy we carry on top of our head. Think of it like a rainbow. That's colored purple. It's of purpose. So if many of you are having a hard time right now with wanting to identify what is my true purpose, one thing I want to say is you're not going to identify purpose with a career. It's not always tied to your career. A purpose is a passion, something we want to wake up and do, not forcingly. So for many of you, I feel like in this lifetime, one of your contracts was to agree to have a purpose where you will really use your voice, where you will really show up and be yourself. I feel like for many of you, you're just dreading going to work and getting that paycheck. And that's already a sign of, I need to shift. Even as I'm saying that, like I'm connecting with past lives of yours, I'm seeing several of them. And one of them that really stands out is of living in another lifetime and still in having so much that in this lifetime you think you're lacking. I see you, for example, in a very big home, and I see you in a very nice car, and I see you with people just supporting you, whether it's a maid, somebody cleaning your home, taking your children to school, many support. But still deep down inside of you, you're like, yeah, I'm just not happy. And it's valid in other lifetimes because you were lacking that purpose within of believing in yourself. And maybe right now it's the opposite. You're telling yourself, if I would have all that, I could be happy. I could step into my purpose. But that's not the case. At least not for all of us. Your guides are saying in this lifetime you were very conscious that you were not going to have the same resources like before because you were going to make things happen differently. This lifetime for many of you, you're just needing to understand nobody is here to save you. Nobody is here to guide you but yourself. There's been a lot of family healing for many of you that picked option number 1 because many of your family members are just not ready to break the chains. However, you are. So it's going to feel a bit lonely in this lifetime, your guides are saying. But remember that a big soul contract you made was that you were going to show up even if other people didn't show up. That's deep. Own your power. Yes, the raven spirit animal also comes into our life when it's a period of not just death, but it's a period of I have to face things. And then I have to end them. The raven spirit animal also comes into our energy when it's time for you to believe in yourself. So if you're wanting a big message of revelation, it's as cliche or as much as you don't want to hear it, it's time to believe in yourself. Delay. Not everything has to happen now. And taking time to consider the outcome can be beneficial. However, delaying won't fix anything as nothing will change. You might be worried and just keep wondering and questioning like, why? Why doesn't this thing happen? Why has it been so hard for me to manifest and for me to receive? And why? Just why, God? And I feel like more than anything, God, your spirit guides, whoever you believe from up above, I feel like a big message your spirit guides are here to say is, hey, you know why? Why things are taking a little bit longer? Because you're still seeking the validation of others. Because you're still wanting people to come in so you can save them. You're not here to save others. I feel like for many of you, you're fighting or changing a career detour, career change. You've come into this lifetime also telling yourself, oh, I have to work. You forget to also take a break. You forget to ask for help because you just want to figure it all out. It's so much easier for you to show up for others than to show up for yourself. Messages from your younger self. Because I feel like for many of you that picked option number 1, there's healing that your inner child is here asking for. The voice. Bottom of the deck, it was make a wish. There's a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy the manifestation. Even as I'm saying that, it's like I'm connecting with younger versions of yourselves in this lifetime. And that little child still feels unseen and heard. So until we don't hear that inner child, nobody else will. Until we don't believe in ourselves and in timing in our life, nobody else will. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. For many of you, I feel like a big message, your Akashic Records masters are saying you're not there yet, but stop also telling yourself you won't get there. What you believe, you become. Healing from your parents. For many of you, this inner child healing is this forgiveness, the absence of a father. Maybe your father was there physically, but not emotionally, not mentally. For many of you, I feel like your fathers forgot how to be fathers. And we're reparenting that younger version of you, whether you're a boy or a girl, however you identify. Also, I keep seeing, even when I see you guys in past lives, I feel like you've had a hard time with trusting men because they come with their fears. And yes, no relationship is perfect. But for many of you, I feel like not being able to trust men has really put a hold on your love life, has really kept you stuck with old beliefs. So you need to honor that. Protection. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe, protected by heaven. And look at that little inner girl, inner boy being held. It's now time for you to show up for yourself, to protect that younger version of you that you think at times, oh, he, she is not valid. Many of you, I feel like also with this protection card, I'm connecting with your love life and other lifetimes. All you've lived for is relationships. All you've wanted is someone to see you. To the point where you truly forgot about yourself or forgot to try to figure out, who am I? You gave your power away to others so easily in the past that in this lifetime, if you're not in a union, or even if you are in a union, it's still going to be hard at times to connect deeply, to open up, to be vulnerable. Many of you, a big message, and please take it if it resonates only, that I'm tapping into, it's you will not be able to trust in others, especially in a partner in your life, until you allow yourself to trust in you, your actions, your decisions. Many of you, I keep seeing somebody sign a commitment contract with themselves when they reincarnated. So to me, that tells me you made a conscious decision. I will not marry. I will not be fulfilled in my partnership until I first don't find my happy place, my career. So many of you are needing to hear that. Why hasn't that relationship worked out? Well, I'm doing some healing. I'm learning how to trust myself. But a big conscious decision I made in this lifetime, I will now wait for somebody to find me so then I can find myself. And that's going to be hard, but not impossible. Donations, tipping, and charitable work. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or the resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. I love this. When you give, you receive. I feel like for many of you, because in many lifetimes you've been of service to others, your guides are saying, hey, in order to step into that light and that essence, you have to remember to give and receive. And even though at times you've been giving so much in relationships, now it's time for you to check yourself and say, wait a minute, I know how to give. I just don't know how to receive. So I need to figure that out. I need to find that balance. So next time somebody tries to give you something, don't think about it. Don't deny it. Accept it. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enriches my soul. A big, big message in this lifetime. Paying attention to your mind, body, and soul. For many of you, I feel like from past lives, you really put everything first before your health. And this is not just physical health. This is also mental health. So it's very important in this lifetime to pay attention to that. If you're finding some type of, you're feeling some type of imbalance in your life and your thoughts get over you or don't let you be grounded, you need to be more present. My guides are also saying it's okay to ask for help, whether it's a therapist, a group of women, a group of men, a book, something along the lines to support you. Knowledge, seminars, your doctor, whoever it is, your healer, your teacher, your mentor. But it's time to seek that support. Because for many of you, you're not able to identify many things in your life, and it's because we can only do so much. There's experts that are there to help us and guide us. You're not alone. Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. This lifetime, a big message I'm seeing for option number 1, messages from your past life, from your Akashic Records, is you can't live in fear. You can't give your power, your energy away to others, to the fact that you're forgetting about yourself. Remember that image that I saw of you guys being in another lifetime. And in that lifetime, you had many things that supported you. Yet deep down inside, you just felt lost. You felt unseen. You felt unheard. But it's time right now to turn things around. For many of you, we were talking about your love life, and the card right under that one, it's the soulmate relationship. For many of you, this is going to be in your love life. And I remember when I said a bit ago, you made a conscious decision, a contract. In this lifetime, I'm not going to allow somebody to come, take my time, and wait for them to fulfill me. I'm going to first find me, and then I'm going to call in my partner. So for many of you, instead of saying, why hasn't he come? Oh my God, I don't think I'll ever have a partner. Have you given yourself the time to heal, to forgive, to show up, to take a leap of faith, to step into your message, into your magic? Your guides are also saying from a past life, stop asking others to confirm who you are. It's time for you to discover that. You're focusing so much on timing at times that you're thinking, oh, I can never get there. Oh, that didn't happen in my 20s. Oh, yeah, I don't think I could do that. And your guides are saying in many lifetimes, you've led communities. And just because in this lifetime, that might not be you necessarily, but you have that embedded in you, in your soul. You have the ability to lead, to help, to empower. Trust yourself. You're not lost. You're being redirected into a new path. We're still in the new moon energy of Libra. So I invite you, if you see this video now and it calls you, light a candle for your ancestors, your guides, and call upon them to continue to guide you. Offer them an offering. I'm sure there's many videos, books, where you can read about altars and how to honor your ancestors. At the end of the day, I know I always sound like a broken record, but trust your intuition. It's time to honor them. Option number 1, I'm going to end your reading with an affirmation card. I do want to say, because I was connecting a lot with your throat chakra, do a meditation. If you type on here, YouTube, throat chakra meditation, there's many you can put on the background to go to sleep with, or just to meditate, or do work, to journal. What are you having a hard time speaking about? Who are you still scared to speak about? Why is it so hard at times to ask for help? and allow yourself little by little to go within. Trust that this is a new era that you're about to embark into, where you are focused, where you are in charge. And your card says, sail away. The heart knows when it's time for progress. Your inner wisdom knows what to leave behind and the important things to take with you. Your affirmation, I am free to move on with peace. I am free to move on with peace. Not holding on to fear, not wanting to change others, not wanting to wait for others to be ready. I gotta trust that I'm going to be ready when I want to be ready. That I'm allowed to ask for more. And that I trust that even though I'm not where I want to be, by saying no to others and getting the people that are not meant to be in my journey away, I'm finding my own path. I'm believing in my own journey. Whew, I feel like this was a deep one. Thank you again for trusting in my magic. Option number 1. Until next time, blessings. Da-da-da-da. Alrighty, option number 2. This is the rock. This is from the ocean. Very connected to the water element. I got this a couple of months ago, and I just love connecting with the energy of rocks. I feel like they help me with being grounded, and I know I'm channeling already, so please remember these readings are general. Just take what's for you. Something guided you to click on this video, so whatever that was, just allow yourself to trust in your intuition, the messages that are meant for you. Let's see, what do your guides, angels, Akashic Record masters have for you about your past lives that you're needing to hear right now to move forward, to get clarity, to get confirmation? I feel like for many of you, picking option number 2, you're already needing to hear you're not stuck. For many of you, you're a very old soul. What does that mean? You've lived many hundreds of lifetimes. In this lifetime, I feel like you have reincarnated to really make a difference for others. But before you can make a difference for others, you're going to make a difference in yourself, choosing yourself. Many of you, I feel like you're entrepreneurs, or you're wanting to start a business, or wanting to start something from the ground up. And maybe you don't even want to have that as your full-time job. It could be a side gig, an apprenticeship, what do you call those places where a foundation? There you go. But regardless, many of you have the ability in this lifetime to really guide others, to really lead others, to empower others. Option number 2, as I'm seeing images also from your past lives, one thing that keeps standing out is that for many of you, you are very focused on family. And I feel like that's something you've reincarnated many lifetimes. And most likely in this lifetime, family is going to be very important to you. A partner if you choose to have one, children if you choose to have one, and just build your own family. I keep seeing you like also wanting to expand family. That might be by adopting, fostering in children. Like, you're very loving with family. Kids will forever rule your heart. It's like you have so much love to give. So in this lifetime, a big message you're already hearing is you've done this in many lifetimes, and for you, family is everything. So if right now you're feeling like you're having a hard time with understanding or trusting a lot of the doubt and the fear that your family might have, it's okay. It's not for you to convince them. It's for you to find your path, to believe in yourself. And to also trust. For many of you, I feel like in this lifetime, you've manifested, sorry, I'm eating ice. You've manifested a lot of amazing things. You've done many amazing things to awaken your family. I wouldn't doubt it if many of you you're the healer in your family. You've awakened by starting to do the work, by starting to break the chains. And at times, that's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, but not impossible. But remember, you're not meant to heal your family. A lot of people usually ask me, what can I do to help my mom, especially my father, to heal? Do the work on yourself, and you will see that push them to heal, open them. And if they don't, it's because they're just not ready. And maybe for many of you need to hear right now, they're just not ready to heal, to see you for who you are. Don't change who you are because others are not ready to see you. All right, let's see, from past lives. Forgiveness. Ooh, that's a deep one. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You've reincarnated in this lifetime. I feel like for many of you with this fear of, will they see me? Will they accept me? Will they understand me? And your guides are saying, wait a minute, but do you see yourself? Rocks signify stability. She was in the ocean, right? That's why you see all these little holes. We don't know how long she was, but she was able to survive in the ocean, the sun, the winter, all the seasons that she comes with. But she's strong. She's resilient. That's you, a strong old soul. And maybe at times it's hard. It gets tiring, I bet. But you're worthy of more. I keep seeing the master number 33. And that master number comes, you might start to see 333, 33, 33, or just 33. And that master number is like, okay, now you are ready to awaken. You're ready to step into more of a creative side. Let's forgive yourself for the old beliefs. That's as much as you knew. For many of you, I feel like you're wanting to invest in a program. You'll invest in a program in this lifetime right now, soon, within the next year. Because I keep seeing you guys learning new habits, surrounding yourself by new people. And I keep hearing your ancestors say, surround yourself, network with others so you can grow, so you can get out of your comfort zone, so you can take it to the next level. I remember I said something earlier about like maybe many of you want to be entrepreneurs, have your own business. And I feel like that networking, that's where it's coming from. You're meant to build something strong in this lifetime, to leave a legacy. And if it's not just for your family, it's for the next generation. You're very community driven. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Love is the best love. Self-love is the best love. I feel like also for many of you, it's like I keep hearing the alarm go off in the background. And it's like, okay, that's your ancestor saying in this lifetime, it's time to awaken so you can take the lead. For many of you, maybe you were married or are married and are in the process of some type of ending. That's for some of you, so please just take it if anything like that resonates. If not, don't try to make it fit. But I feel like that's coming up with love because your guides are saying in this lifetime, a big contract you've made consciously was, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to allow others to try to guide or lead who I am. The owl, spirit animal. Pay attention to the signs. You're more intuitive than you give yourself credit. You're more smart than you give yourself credit. The spirit animals come into our life to guide us. For many of you, you have that spirit animal, the owl. I'm saying it's time for you to wake up and pay attention to your intuition, to ground yourself more. And when we're grounded, we make decisions more out of our heart, not out of our ego. Lizard, yes. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. It's time to dream big. If you notice, both of these animals are on a log. Mother Earth. Mother Earth grounds us. What are you running from? At times you forget, I need to be present. I need to trust myself. I need to stop allowing others to make decisions for me. Unlimited ideas. Oh, I love this. Your mind is one with God's infinity mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas. guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow ideas to come to fruition. You're very creative. You're meant to make a difference, to lead, to help others. It's just time to step into that creative side of yours. Many of you in this, like your ancestors keep saying, many of you in this lifetime, you will really start new trends, a new life, a new journey. You'll be part of organizations, companies, where you guys will make a difference. So don't doubt it. Even if you're like, well, I don't want to start my own business, that's fine. You'll be part of organizations, places where you can really feel like, wow, I'm living my purpose because I'm doing things where it's really impacting others. New innovation, I keep feeling. Mystified. Some things should be left as a mystery to enable us to reflect on their meanings. Having a reason for everything takes away our ability to imagine. What if? The first thing I heard when I said what if, it's like, what if it all works out? What if right now it's just not the right timing for you to tap in to those things you keep questioning? I feel like for many of you also, if you're like connecting with your love life and you're wondering, well, why didn't that work? Specifically for love. It's like your guides are saying, you know why it didn't work? Because it wasn't meant to work for you. For many of you that you feel stuck at times, it's like your ancestors saying, wait, why do you think you're stuck? Is it because other people are telling you that? Or is it because you believe that? You're very connected to the spirit animal kingdom. It's time to be free, to believe in yourself. Option number 2, messages from your past life, from your Akashic Records. What do you need to hear at the moment from the spirit animals? Dolphins, live joyfully in the present. Dolphin, spirit animal, comes into our life when it's time to believe in ourselves, when it's time to trust in ourselves. Do you have a hard time trusting? Do you have a hard time believing? I feel like your guides are also saying it's time to just quiet your mind a bit more to get the guidance. A lot of times it's like you're so busy, but not about yourself, about others. I keep hearing your guides say it's time to give back their responsibility to those that need to take it. Stop questioning who you're meant to be and allowing others to define that. At the bottom of the deck, bat. See through illusion into truth. And look at the full moon with the sun in the back. Many of you right now, whenever it is that, you see this video, I feel like as of right now, you're going through some type of shift in your life where like things are leaving or people are leaving so you can start to step into your light. Many of you, I feel like you're still holding on to a lot of things of the past that you don't even allow yourself to move forward. I feel like you question a lot your actions, your words. Messages from your past life. I feel like within the next year, you're having some type of change that will help you with personal growth. Be assertive and listen to your intuition. The listen to your intuition card came out backwards. And with the owl energy, they're coming here to say, okay, well, do you trust in yourself? I feel like for many of you, if we would have asked you 6 months ago, are you ready for this change? Do you want to do this change? You weren't ready. But I do feel like you're ending 2022 with a decision of, you know what? I am ready to grow. I am ready to evolve. I am going to do this for myself. I love this card too, the be assertive. And it's from your past lives, your ancestors saying, take off that mask that doesn't serve you anymore and stand up for what you believe in. This is a period of closure for you. That's a big message I keep seeing. So you can refocus on yourself. And then you can really start planning for the future. For many of you, I feel like you're wanting to start a family, or you will be starting a family. You want to expand your family. And that's all in your hands if you're wanting to do that. Stop giving your power away. There's good things coming. You have to trust. Look at the bottom of the deck. If you believe, there's better things coming. But I'm going to be honest, I feel like for many of you, option number 2, it's time. It's time to go. It's time to make other decisions. And sometimes you can't make these other decisions because you're so caught up in wanting others to confirm. Wait a minute. Is that what I'm meant to do? And your guides are like, yes. Don't underestimate who you are, who you can become. You're worthy of more. You're capable of more. Option number 2, I'm going to end your reading with an affirmation card. I feel like a big message that I'm taking myself for option number 2. We got to make space for new things. We can't ask for a person to come into our life and we're still holding on to something that doesn't serve us. Let's see, an affirmation card for option number 2. Please remember, you can only book a reading through my website. I will never message you for a reading, so trust yourself whenever you're booking, and that it's only going to be me if you do it through my website. And if you're interested on connecting more one-on-one or with your past lives, you definitely can book it through my website at earthcrystalsconamor.com. Let's see, what's your affirmation card, option number 2? And as soon as I picked this card, the first thing I heard, it's okay to take a break. It's okay. You got the dance card. I love that. Kick up your cute heels and move your glorious body. Feel the music and let loose. Sweat your prayers and twirl to your intentions. Every cell in your body will rejoice. Exercise is as important to your well-being as healthy eating and processing your stress and emotions. You can shake a tail feather alone, with friends, or with a passionate partner. Dance your gorgeous heart out. Be present. Enjoy the journey. Stop trying to plan so much in the future that you forget to be present. And this lifetime, I feel like a big message is it's like finding that balance with putting joy and balance of finding who you want to be. Finding balance in who you are becoming. And trusting in that. All right, option number 2, blessings. All right, last but not least, my spoon with clear quartz top. What do you need to hear from your past life, from your Akashic Records, from your soul? What messages are meant for you? Please remember that this reading is general. Not everything I say is going to resonate, but you chose this video for a reason. This reading is timeless. I trust that it's going to find you when you need it. If you're interested in booking something more private, I do live readings via Zoom, where we can connect with your Akashic Records, with your past lives, to see any patterns that you might be repeating that have been very hard for you to step into your light. Messages that at times would just need clarity in this lifetime. And that's all on my website, earthcrystalsconamor.com. But let's get started. I feel like I'm already channeling a lot from past lives where you just felt stuck. Like, even as I'm just holding onto the spoon, I feel like for many of you, you just felt you're feeling stuck. And in other lifetimes, you went through this big transformation, big awakening, because you were serving others, helping others, that you forgot, wait, I need to grow. Wait, I need to evolve. Wait, I need to lead with my heart, with my purpose. Many of you in this lifetime, you've been doing a lot of work to honor your ancestors. And if not, you're about to start doing work. Maybe you're wanting to take a trip. Maybe you will take a trip. You have taken a trip that will awaken you. I'm channeling, and I feel like For many of you, it's also your ancestors saying you need to start connecting more with your lineage, where you came from, where your loved ones came from, because that identifies you. Maybe, I don't know why I keep connecting with your father's side for many of you. And I feel like your guides are, maybe your father was not in your life, or even if they were, I feel like your ancestors keep saying, in order to, in this lifetime, to step in who you're meant to be, you need to honor your lineage, the women, the men, everybody that came before you. What were their lessons? What still holds you back because of their beliefs, because of their fears? But for many of you, I feel like it's from your father's side. You're needing to go back to that land, or needing to go back to that history so you can, so you can tap into more of who you are. This is the only option that had a crystal in it, and yours is Clear Quartz, which is a master healer stone. So I trust that for many of you that picked option number 3, messages from your past life, a big message from your past life is here to say, hey, you really need to, in this lifetime, heal those wounds, those stories. I feel like there has been many lifetimes where you've had a very hard relationship with your parents. And maybe in this lifetime, it's happening again. And you've held yourself back a lot because you're wanting to save them. But that's not your job. You're just going to keep repeating those cycles in other lifetimes if you keep wanting to heal them and make excuses for them, meaning your parents. Artists. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. For many of you that you're feeling blocked energetically, creatively wise, like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I'm going to become. Like, I feel like for many of you, you keep also questioning, like, do I even have a purpose? But it's because you've been so dedicated to heal others, to help others, to empower others, that you're feeling like, well, what about me? It's time to take your focus off others and to focus on yourself. The Dove. Slow down, pause, and breathe. See things from a different perspective and allow yourself to see things from a different perspective. I feel like your guides are also saying a big message. You need to trust yourself more. I feel like you see something and it's like you're already looking online. It's like, wait. Did you pause and just ask yourself, how did that make you feel? Not everything is online. Not everything is on a book. At times, you're only going to know the definition. Like, every time you see a white dove, to you it might mean something, and to me it might mean something. Do you give yourself the opportunity to even trust? It's time to take your power back for many of you in this lifetime so you can step into who you're meant to be. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Yes, I love that. Pay attention to your dreams. Our guides in our dreams give us messages very different. Sometimes you just see a white dove, a pink car, a journal. You see a specific age of when you were growing up. And then it's now time for you to tap into it more. To see it. Maybe you have a hard time with trusting. Can I heal? Can I evolve? Many of you, I feel like you're going through a phase in your life, or you're about to go through a phase of a life of like loving yourself, loving your body, loving who you truly are, and just owning it. Maybe you never had, when your guides were saying it's time to connect with that other lifetime of yours, of your father and that side of the family that you never got the ability to learn about. Let's go back and learn about that lineage so you can discover, why in this lifetime did I choose that lineage? I feel like for many of you also with this dreams of abundance, you're working through a lot of money fears in this lifetime, money beliefs. You've associated abundance only to money in many lifetimes. So in this lifetime, it's like redefining your definition with money is important. Torment. Plaguing your thoughts with self-doubt only exacerbates the problem further. First, make peace with yourself, and shortly thereafter, you will regain your confidence. A lot of these cards keep talking about self-confidence, believing in yourself. So that's a big one. Your thoughts, slowing them down, honoring them. But as well, remembering that the fears and the beliefs of others, they don't define you. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. It's time to really be honest with yourself. What do you keep holding on to that just doesn't serve you? In the last 3 years, as soon as I said that, the first thing I heard is, in the last 3 years, what have you been trying to work so much out that now it's time to say, you know what? Yeah, it's just not meant to be. It's just not my time anymore to be with that energy. It's time to connect more with your emotions, with your thought. I keep seeing the moon energy in the back, and that to me, it's on Mondays is a great day to connect with the moon. Connect with our feelings, with our emotions, and to check in with yourself. How am I really feeling? What do I really want? For many of you, I feel like you have a hard time with also honoring that you're just different than others, and that's okay. You didn't reincarnate into this lifetime to continue to seek others' validation. It's your path now, and it's time for you to take the lead. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I love that. I do so without judgment. When was the last time you checked in with yourself and you really said, you know what? I forgive you for those beliefs, for those actions. Past lives, for many of you, I feel like you have lived many past lives in the past where you didn't know how to guide others or tell others, hey, that's your responsibility. You need to own up to it. Not me. That's not for me. Messages from your past life. What are we healing? What are we needing to do in order to be able to move forward and not feel stuck? Because I feel like for many of you that picked option number 3, right now you're in a place in your life where you're feeling stuck. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like you're needing to go within as much as you don't want to hear that, so you can really identify, where did this come from? This energy, these beliefs, these stories I learned to tell myself. And now it's time for me to unlearn them. Listen to your true feelings. We literally were talking about this not that long ago. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. And don't wait on others to listen to you. It's time for you to listen to yourself, to believe in yourself. Change is coming up twice in your reading. The changes that you're going through are positive. Your message is confirming itself, repeating itself. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like for many of you, it's very hard to adapt to change, because it's that inner child of yours thinking, oh, it's all going to go away. Oh, I'm going to fail again. Oh, but you're now in charge, nobody else. In this lifetime, many of you are going to have to walk a path alone to find your true self. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Face those fears of, oh, am I giving too much? Sometimes it's hard for you to let people in because you're already assuming, wait a minute, what do they want? Wait a minute. I cut this deck to see. One step at a time. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. After the storm comes the rainbow. Finding your tribe, your people, your community. And I love when this card comes out because it's like our ancestors. They're like in a little hut, gathering together. Many of you, you're needing to get back in touch with your roots so you can really discover who you are. To me, a big message for option number 3, it's time to refocus on you. And as you're doing that, honoring your ancestors. Another big message from your past life, you're holding on to until today For many of you, with the fear of others, your family especially. And until you don't set yourself free, you can't find yourself. Many of you in a past life also, I feel like you passed at a very young age. Not all of you, but many of you. So that you never got the opportunity to really live life. And in this lifetime, because that fear might revisit you, or it might be in your soul incarnated that, oh my God, I've never had the ability to live long, so I'm just gonna live fast. I'm not gonna take my time. I'm just gonna go. It's now time to go within, to find that balance, to listen to your true self, to allow change to happen. And I'm also hearing from your ancestors say it's time to communicate your needs to others. Don't you settle. For many of you, if you're needing to hear about your love life and you're not in a relationship, don't tell yourself the story of, oh, I'm going to be happy until they come. Because that's just repeating cycles of giving others the power to fulfill your happiness. For many of you, if you are in a journey where you're healing from your parents' trauma, their beliefs, their fears, you have to push them to take responsibility and stop making excuses for them. Many of you, if you are a parent yourself and you're looking at this option, it's time to take ownership for your actions and allow your kids to be themselves. Stop projecting your fears, your dreams onto them. For many of you, that's what you felt in your childhood. So right now you're in some type of shift where you're like, am I doing this for me or for them still? Right, option number 3. There we go. I'm ending your reading with an affirmation card. Thank you for the energy exchange. Until next time, invite your fears to tea. You guys are talking about fear again, 2 times. Change and fear. So for many of you, 2 big messages from a past life. We need to work on change right now and on the fear. Fears aren't facts. Often they're just scary thoughts of feelings. Instead of judging your fears, invite them to tea. Offer them a cookie and have a chat. Listen to what they have to say. When we're courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. When we're courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. I love that. When we don't run from our reality, we find ourselves. Spend some time with yourself to unwind. Turn off the phone more. Spend some time outside with herbs. It's interesting when I see this lavender here on this last card, but I keep smelling different mint, rosemary, and I feel it's like a palo santo, but it's like your ancestors, they worked a lot with that to find themselves. Maybe many of you deal with anxiety and they're like, instead of running from it, honor it and find different ways to nurture yourself, to love yourself. Believe in who you are becoming. Thank you for the energy exchange. Blessings.